Hi, my name's Despina Lykopandis. Took off to Hong Kong to join Hirsch-Bedner in 2005 and start my hospitality experience. And so that's why I'm here and part of the whole hospitality interior design sector, I guess. It was through one of my colleagues, again through HBA in Hong Kong. And they said, look, you should really attend this. I think it's quite important. And so here I am. So it is the first time that I've actually attended High Design. Definitely not a promotional opportunity for myself. I did have a feeling that it was a conference. Having experienced it now, with the last 2 days, it's certainly been a different and very pleasant experience as far as, other conferences of this nature that I've attended. So yeah, it's been very pleasant and very, very rewarding actually. Okay, well, I'm going to be honest. The primary reason was because Michael Bedner was one of your key speakers, and I hadn't seen Michael since I was in Hong Kong. And I thought this was a wonderful opportunity to sort of catch up with him and just say hi and get one of his famous hugs and, just reconnect with Michael and my colleagues that were coming over from Hong Kong that, because we do form friendships and bonds and whatnot. So, yeah, it was great to sort of get back into the family and see everyone. Well, yes and no. I didn't really have any expectations. I didn't know what to expect because it was my first High Design conference. I had been to some other stuff, some other conferences done in Sydney with ANSVEC, which are more sort of developer, financially based. Meeting the suppliers at this conference has been wonderful, and the way it's been organised is something a little bit different, and it's quite unusual. So yeah, no, it's been quite good actually. All right, the first benefit has been having a more relaxed introduction with developers and hoteliers and people within our industry. Like speaking as a designer from a design point of view, because nobody really likes the business end of business. So being able to relax, and it's amazing how many barriers you sort of break through when you just sit down and have a glass of wine, or you're just relaxing at lunch or at dinner, and you're not really in a business mode, but there is so much more business being done at that time than what you would if you had to sit down in front of them and say, okay, well, this is our portfolio, this is what we can do, what do you have to offer for us, and why haven't we done one of your projects yet, and all of that. So that all just disappears, and then all of a sudden it just becomes a natural progression to consider this design firm or consider this office in particular, to sort of give them a go and see what happens. So from that point of view, it's been really, really beneficial. The second point is reconnecting with a lot of the suppliers, having lived in Hong Kong and having sort of met a lot of the Asian suppliers through the hotels that we've done, just to touch base with them again. Being part of the Melbourne HBA office, we're a little bit disconnected. I'll say a little bit because the suppliers have been fantastic. They've been supporting us quite well. But just to be able to bring back and reconnect and have another person and a face for the office and the supply network is really good. And I guess the third most beneficial part of it is to come into a region that is starting to boom, and the opportunities that it can offer you, and the ability to be able to walk around and just absorb what Vietnam and Ho Chi Minh City and maybe later Hanoi, what this region has to offer, that's different to China, and what opportunities we can find here. No. I know with some of the more established HBA offices as a librarian, so I guess there's a more structured format of sort of running the whole library system and setting up meetings with suppliers. Melbourne is still finding its feet, so it's more whoever has the connection or the need to bring the information back into the office, and then at some point I'm sure it will have to be filtered. Yeah, it has. Yeah, there were some key suppliers that we already deal with that happened to be here. So I've been able to sort of do a bit of work and sort of find some solutions to some products while we've been while we've been here, so it's been terrific. Absolutely. Yeah, there's been one group that we haven't had any contact with up until now because we just really didn't know anyone within this brand. And coming to High Design, I've met two of their key people, and I'm really looking forward to sort of developing something with them. Absolutely, without a shadow of a doubt. No, it's been very well worth it. Yeah. Definitely. And also in terms of coming here, just be a little bit more prepared and maybe go through, because I'm sorry I didn't do that, but maybe go through the list of suppliers and sort of just plan. One of the things that I really didn't get, because it is a new format, doing the whole interview sort of speed dating that everyone's going on about, of sitting down 15 minutes with your supplier. There are some that you met, some that you didn't meet, and I think if there's any downside to it, it's the fact that I wasn't that prepared, so I don't know who I've missed out on. I think I'll pretty much cover everyone by the end of today, but yeah, that's the only, be prepared.